Hello, this afternoon we're having a bit of a special wine. It's a Relic Artefact Cabernet from 2010. It's special because frankly the occasion is special. This is the end of the summer, the girls are leaving soon, next couple of days, so it's almost like being an empty nester again, but at the same time, you know, in this pandemic time. So we figured we'd have a nice dinner together and we'd drink a nice bottle of wine. As you know, I'm a big fan of Relic. We've had quite a few together already, I think 2 or 3. This is the first Cabernet we have. And Artefact is their premier cuvée. And the vineyards have changed over the years. In 2010, was still a vineyard called the Corona Vineyard. Pretty ironic, anyway, for these days. It's a bit in elevation above Oakville. It's very gravelly, very well drained. It's supposed to be very intense, and I'm looking forward to tasting this. I just opened it, so there's been no cheating. It's 75–76% Cabernet, big chunk of Cabernet Franc, maybe 16%, and the rest 7–8% Malbec. So interesting mix, I guess maybe like a Bordeaux mix to some extent with, and then we'll see what this gives us. Now the color is definitely a Bordeaux color, what I would say, very different from the Syrahs we've been having together. So more red, less purple, very dark, still looks young. I mean, there's no real brown edge to it, or brown tint to it. All their wines are unfined, unfiltered, so you're not gonna get sort of this, you're gonna get an unfiltered wine, although there's really nothing suspended in it. The bouquet is just unbelievable, which has always been the case with these Relic Cabernets. You have so much richness, a little bit of the sort of woodiness, but a lot of fruit, more of the sort of a little bit of alcohol. You don't feel it as much, even though it's pretty alcoholic. This is supposed to be 15.5%, so we're talking pretty high alcohol. But what really, and also with the glasses helps, you know, the bouquet travels and is really channeled towards you. It's really the berries primarily, and it's a California Cabernet, and you can recognize that right away. First you get a little bit of that olive, but it seems to go away very quickly. Then you have the fruit. It's just rich and really you just think it's all fruit, but when you know what you taste it, it's going to be very different. But on the nose, it's really, for me, it's the fruit and a little bit of the underbrush. Let's see. Very nice acidity, a huge mouthful. And I think it's the tannins that fill it, but not in a unpleasant way. It's really that sort of little bit of that tartness that you get from a nice Bordeaux, but at the same time the finish goes back in the back of your throat, almost like a really good malt or like a really good olive oil. You feel it on the back of your throat. It's right there, and it's just interesting. It's not like it's necessarily better or less good, but it's just an interesting feel that it fills more of the path it travels through, and it helps really with the finish. It's just a beautiful Cabernet. Still a little bit, you know, there's a little bit of, it needs air, because I just opened it. It feels like it's been basically in a dark room for 8–9 years, which it has. Let's just take one more sip. Just the red berries and the acidity, the tartness, as we said, the little bit of that bitterness that I think is just going to be a signal of how this is going to open up. You're going to decant it, you're going to have it for dinner. There probably won't be much left, but maybe I'll do a follow-up afterwards, after we really see how it develops. Cheers.